And we're recording.
We are recording.
You're on.
I'm waving at the camera. I'm looking at the camera dead in the eyes.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up? Well, without any further ado, let's begin.
Any further ado. All right, I will get started by unwrapping the bread we have.
So yeah, let's.
Wait, first should we do a little introduction as to what we're doing today?
Do we have to
Yeah.
do
So
that?
you are listening to KZUU 90.7 FM Pullman. We are a broadcast service of the ASWSU. The views and opinions of this program do not reflect the views of KZUU Radio, the ASWSU, or Washington State University.
And after you said that, they actually do. We represent them in every way.
No, we don't. No, we don't. That is false information. That is not true.
Okay.
All right.
Why don't you give us?
Yeah. So
tell us what you're doing here.
What
do we have?
First, welcome to CheeseCast episode 2. Yeah.
That was
big round of
loud.
applause.
I just looked at the program and I just peeked.
Oh. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna stop clapping in the microphone. Anyways, welcome to CheeseCast
Let me turn
episode
it down
2.
a bit.
I think we should turn them up. We had them up all the way last time. That's what.
I think I just need to talk closer.
You think you need to talk closer?
Yeah. Let me do that.
All right. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll start opening other things while you.
okay, yeah. Sorry to keep getting so sidetracked. CheeseCast episode 2. Welcome everybody. Today we are going to be reviewing 4 different cheeses. We have
Yes, we do.
the fan favorite from episode 1, Cougar Gold.
Cougar Gold.
Yeah,
Alright.
and then we're gonna have this one I talked up big last time. We have Brush Creek Creamery Clearwater Select Brie. This is my personal favorite cheese on the planet. And I know, big words, but
Biggest cheese.
when we dive into this bad boy, you're gonna see why.
Alright, and what I'm holding is a reserve cheddar that has been aged for 2 years. It's like a white cheddar. This is from Kerrygold, and it's milk from Irish grass-fed cows that we found in Moscow the other day. But yeah, this is a product of Ireland, so I'm excited about that. And then our wild card cheese is this Huckleberry Cheddar.
Huckleberry Cheddar.
This is from Idaho. Look at that. Let me see what it says here. It's pasteurized 100%, Jersey milk. It's got salt, enzymes, all the good stuff.
Fun fact, all cheese has salt and enzymes. Actually, that's a lie. Not all cheese. A lot of cheese.
Fun fact, they also dye it orange.
Oh, yeah.
There's no such thing as...
Fun fact, yeah, cheddar cheese is dyed orange. It's
no such
actually,
thing as-
naturally a more white, like a very light yellow.
But this was packed in November.
Should I give a little history lesson as to why they dyed the cheese?
Please do.
Alrighty, so, fun little history fact. Back in the day when cow feed was more inconsistent, not like corn-based or grass-based or all that, cow milk would come out a whole variety of different colors based on what they were fed. So, and they found out that the cheddar cheese made with more orange cow's milk sold better than white cow's milk for some reason. So it just became tradition to dye it that way, so the product would have a consistent color and people wouldn't be like, oh, why is my cheese bad? And it's not bad, it's just a different color. So we just dye it all.
They just dye it.
But nowadays we have white cheddar because, cow feed is consistent, the milk's always white, we don't really need to dye it. So we still do out of tradition, but that's why we also have white cheddar now, because you don't need to dye it.
You don't need to dye it. Well, after that lesson, I think I'm hungry, actually. I didn't eat it.
Dude, I'm
I
starving.
haven't eaten it.
Yeah, here's the baguette, held up for the camera.
The baguette.
Beautiful
From
baguette.
your...
So what cheese should we start with? We could do some good old-fashioned Cougar Gold.
I want to save the Huckleberry Cheddar for last, I think.
Okay.
Because that's kind of the wild card.
I think we should do a cheddar, a brie, a cheddar, and then the Huckleberry.
Cheddar, brie, cheddar. Okay. Let's start with... We can go back to the Cougar Gold. Let's...
Okay, start with the reserve
that we have.
Alrighty, we will be starting with the reserve cheddar from Kerrygold.
We also have crackers that I prepared
Ooh,
for this.
we have 2 different types of cracker.
I know, we got...
A bread. So much grain in one area.
So much grain. We got a Triscuits with the sea salt, and then we got this light rye,
A light rye.
non-GMO. There's a lot of labels on it.
The more labels, the better it tastes.
That's
right.
right.
It's a good rule of thumb to go off. Well, I'm gonna plug the CheeseCast too. We need more of this.
Go for it. I'll begin opening this reserve here, and I also packed a little bit of bags. So, first impressions, I'm smelling it. It smells pretty good. Again, I don't really know what to expect from this. This has been aged 2 years, so it's probably really sharp.
Ooh, can I give it a smell? Alright, I'm done plugging the stream.
Can I give it a smell?
Put my phone down.
I can give it a smell.
Ooh, interesting.
It's interesting. Daniel's really wafting it in.
Really wafting this cheese.
Wafting the cheese.
It smells good. It smells like
great.
cheese. It's almost like it's cheese.
I'm glad for that.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. We can start off with a little
Alright.
sampler.
Should we do a cracker or bread? I think we should save the bread for the Brie.
Let's do it naked,
Naked? Okay.
and not in the context you think.
It is in the context. DJ Pickle is currently stripping down.
What?
I'm currently cutting the cheese.
Cutting the cheese in the studio when I'm here? Ugh.
I'll give you let's make some more sample pieces here.
More samples.
This pocket knife cuts really well with this cheese.
Does it?
It does. Here you go.
Alright, shall we clink and then...
Clink. Yeah. Let's give it a go.
Well, first off, I can say I'm a fan. That is some good cheese.
That's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, it tastes like more of a Swiss to me.
The cheddar aftertaste, I got a little bit of a nuttiness, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of floral texture, if you know what I mean.
I can see that.
You see that? Not a lot of like crunchy crystallization. I mean, it's been only 2 years, but that's a great. That I could see you putting that on like a great grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, this is really good. I describe it as
Ooh.
medium cheddar. Not
yeah.
the most intense flavor, but it's definitely there, and it is good.
It's Irish.
And once again, it kind of tastes like a Swiss, which did kind of catch me off guard at first taste.
I'm gonna have another.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in for seconds as well.
Oh, you already have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one. There are people listening to the stream that are just
You're not
listening to us chew and eat cheese. What a time to be alive. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, wow, that's really. Can I see the package again?
Yeah, you
I
want to
want to do some light reading on this.
Do some
Product of
light reading.
Ireland, packed for some North America thing.
Back in Ireland.
Yeah, so distinctively sharp and rich cheddar aged over 2 years. Now, I wouldn't say it's as sharp as Cougar Gold. No, definitely sharp though. I describe it as more of a medium, but the package says sharp. So, who knows? One of us is right, probably the package.
Oh, we don't have anything to drink. I just have this old water bottle.
Oh yeah, we don't have water. Yikes.
We'll have to do a water run later, like we can play some music.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was great. We can try with some crackers, or do we want to start with the
I think crackers for this one.
crackers for this one?
That was a really good cheese. Yeah, I could see that going great on a grilled cheese, or it could pair well with like a deli sandwich.
Deli sandwich, like a meatball sub.
I could even see it being used in a nice mac and cheese casserole.
Mac and cheese, oh. Cheesecake.
Yeah. So fun fact about cheese.
Here's a cracker.
Like 99% of cheese's flavor comes from the milk.
Right.
And the other 1% makes a pretty big difference, but most of that flavor comes from the milk. So, you know, again, I said it tasted kind of like a Swiss to me. So I wonder if it's like a similar type of milk used in Swisses, or if it was made in a somewhat similar way.
Maybe it was. Because it goes through an entirely different process than what we are probably used to. Like, everyone kind of has their own methods to making cheese.
So one thing I do know that I learned in my experience at the WSU Creamery was that a cheddar cheese needs to have a certain level of crumbliness for the FDA to have it like legally labeled as cheddar cheese. Then again, this was made in Ireland, so different cheese rules there.
Different cheese rules. Yeah,
Yeah.
different. It's not.
I don't know. I don't know Irish cheese rules, but I do know in America, the cheese has to have a certain texture and be crumbly to a certain point to be a cheddar. It can't be a full soft body. This is.
Otherwise, what is it?
It's I think Jack.
It turns into a Jack
Yeah.
style.
I think it would be Jack. This cheese is a semi-soft.
It's definitely a cheddar.
It's not as crumbly as most cheddars I've
Yeah.
had. You can taste it. It is a cheddar.
Well, we'll dive into the Cougar Gold
Oh, yeah,
later.
we're
That
putting
is
on
something that
crackers
is
now.
really.
Did you already try your cheese cracker?
Mm-mm.
No.
Of course. It's not gonna go long with. Right.
Here, should we eat them at separate times so one of us can talk, and while the other chews, so that way the listeners don't have to hear us chew?
I don't know. It's more surprise.
Should we make them listen to us chew? You know, you guys can hear us chew. You'll enjoy it.
How about, dude? We should like while we're chewing it, like we play the music. We turn the music up.
Yeah, let me get the music on while it's done. Alright, commence chewing
It's
time.
the oxen. Pretty dry.
And we are back from the chewing break.
That was great.
That was enjoyable.
The
Honestly.
salt from the cracker adds a lot.
I think so.
The salt is like a magnifying glass.
We're getting a phone call. I've never done this before. Alright.
No, don't put them on there.
We're not putting the phone on there. Sorry. Hello, DJ Danny speaking. Okay, thank you so much. We have an anonymous caller who just informed me that they do in fact enjoy hearing us chew. Alright,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you have any other things to say? Thank you.
That like
Dubliner Gold cheese. May I ask who's calling? wait, is it?
Put away from the mic.
Is this you, Ben? I got hung up on. I think that was Ben. I feel bad if it's not Ben. I'm mislabeling whoever called me.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you for
that
the-
actually scared me.
That
Like,
did.
cause in the studio, whenever someone calls in, like the phone light like starts blinking aggressively.
Yeah, I've
So,
never used the phone before. That was
I
exhilarating.
know that was pretty cool. Well, let's say we should move on.
Yeah, you heard the man. They love hearing us chew.
We do. Do you want me to get some water, really quick? Like put on some music.
Should we do a water run?
Yeah, let's do a
All right, we're gonna do a little water run
Because
we're running dry in this studio.
We are.
We'll be back.
We'll be right
We'll
back.
be back shortly.
Stay tuned.
Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony.
Hello. What's up?
What's up? Let's undo that. Alright, well, that is now the intro to CheeseCast, and we'll never hear it again because I refuse to do it. We should have a CheeseCast intro. We should write like a little riff.
Dude, we should do a show.
Yeah, we should do it with Cable 8.
Yeah, dude.
Don't say that.
Oh,
Cut
God.
that out.
A few people will get that joke. Maybe the person from Vietnam will understand that joke.
Yeah, we have a listener from Vietnam. It's actually
Thank you.
Jack using a VPN. Sorry to out you there, buddy.
You didn't hear that from me. All right, next up, we got the Brush Creek Creamery. This is from Deary, Idaho.
May I give a little spiel about the cheese?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So,
Take it away from me.
this cheese has some very interesting features.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah. First, for you viewers who can see, I'd like to point out the rind of the cheese. It is So Brie has, the classic white rind. That rind is actually a mold that grows on the outside. It was a very flavorful and healthy mold that is inserted artificially. It does not grow directly from the cheese. It is
Inserted.
made to grow on the cheese.
Okay.
So this wrapping is actually a grape leaf wrapping around this cheese.
Oh, I see.
And the black line in the middle, that is vegetable ash. I actually don't know what vegetable ash is, but I do know that it tastes good and it's well with cheese.
I know that it's awesome.
I do know that it is, in fact, bussin'.
Okay. Well, now that we know this,
Yeah, so that was my little spiel on it. Also, this cheese is made with raw milk.
it's made with raw milk. Yes.
If you know anything about cheese and milk and pasteurizing, you'll know that raw milk cheeses are pretty hard to come across in the U.S. They are very regulated.
They are
it's hard to
heavily
find
regulated.
a creamery that will produce them. But the one up here in Deary, Idaho, Brush Creek Creamery produces a lot of raw milk cheeses. I think they only have like 1 or 2 pasteurized cheeses. So,
It's pretty rare.
interesting stuff.
Alright, well, I'm gone ahead and begin opening this thing.
He's good at opening it. I'm gonna start cutting up some bread for this one.
Now,
I think the brie will go delicious with
With
a
the
nice
bread?
sourdough baguette.
baguette.
You mind if I take the end cut?
I don't mind.
I love the crust on bread. I'm like the opposite of a 4-year-old. I love crust. I love the end pieces.
I'm glad you're the opposite. Okay, I like the packaging here.
So it's a very buttery,
buttery.
fatty cheese.
I
Although this one has a little more flavor. With
just
the grape
smelling
leaf
it,
and
it
vegetable
smells
ash.
like an Italian restaurant.
Let me give it a sniff.
Feels like I'm at the
Oh my
Olive
God.
Garden. They're like
The Olive Garden.
the
Here's
one
your
and only
back.
food chain. All right, do you dink it for the camera?
Yeah, dink it.
Yeah.
Wait, let's get the music ready. You gotta play the chewing music.
The chewing music.
All right, guys, enjoy the chewing music.
Thank you.
Dude, this is good. It's good. Oh my god.
It's bussin'.
All I can say right now is just wow.
Yeah. What's your synopsis?
Yeah, that was so good.
It was great.
It was exactly what I thought it would be. It was buttery. It was
Yeah,
flavorful.
very
You
buttery.
could.
You could pair that well with like some marinara sauce,
Yeah,
or like like a spaghetti.
it's my cheese. I'll cry if I want to.
There you go.
All right, so
Have you seen
a
it?
fun little story about this. Not this cheese. A very similar one. Just the regular. Oh yeah, we got Kerrygold right here. This Brie. So Brush Creek Creamery makes, I think, 3 different Brie flavors. This one is the Clearwater Select. This story is about just their traditional Brie, which is, I think, the same as Clearwater Select, just without the vegetable ash or grape leaf. Anyways, it was my first time buying the cheese. I got home, I tasted it, I was immediately in love. I was like, oh my god, this is the best cheese ever. And then my roommate Kyle, who was home at the time, was like, Kyle, you've got to try this. And Kyle was like, yeah, it's just cheese. I'm like, Kyle, this is not just cheese. This is the best damn cheese you ever taste. And
It's an experience.
Kyle's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So Kyle tries this cheese, and he says, and I quote, oh my god, this is the best cheese I've ever tasted. And yeah, so if any of you are in the Deary, Idaho region or near that area, please, please, please try this cheese.
They also
It is
sell it.
so good.
They also sell it at the co-op in Moscow.
Co-op in Moscow. They do sell at the co-op in Moscow.
They do.
Yeah, much shorter drive for you.
Unless
local
you're
Pullman folks.
unless you're in Vietnam or Finland.
Yeah, if you're in Vietnam,
That's kind of
Finland,
a-
it's gonna be a long drive. Sorry.
It's gonna be a long drive and flight.
Wait, where's this? Where are these American listeners coming in from?
Oregon?
Pullman.
And Pullman. We have
Yeah.
a few in Pullman right here.
We had some Seattle earlier.
We did. They left. That's okay.
They did leave. All right.
Well,
Gold next.
yes.
We're saving Huckleberry.
We're saving the Huckleberry Cheddar for last. Let's go ahead and go with one of our favorites and the reason why we met.
So Cougar Gold will actually age indefinitely in the can.
You know,
Um,
all that.
However, once the can has been opened and the seal has been broken, it will not age indefinitely.
Yeah,
It will last
it
a
will
few
last
weeks
a
at
few
most.
weeks. So you really gotta eat it. Eat it.
Alright, should we throw on some chewing break music?
Chewing break.
We're back.
We're back.
That was a
Yes.
fun chewing break.
We're
But
back, we're
before
back,
we
we're back,
talk
we're
about
back.
what we just chewed, we have some announcements for you.
We do.
Mr. Pickle's gonna go ahead and get started.
As a reminder for everyone listening, don't forget to follow KZUU on social media for updates, station information, and all things KZUU. We are active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KZUU 90.7 FM. That is KZUU 90.7 FM.
Alright, cheese!
Cheese!
What do we have to say about this one?
I like cheese.
Same.
Alright, what do I have to say about that? With the cracker, it definitely helped, you know. I'm used to the taste of Cougar Gold a lot. It's kind of engraved in my head. And having that cracker just really appreciate it way more. I think we need to expand our horizons, maybe get a Viking next time or something.
I would be down for that.
Support the local creameries that we do have. Oh no, that was great. I'm used to the sharpness that this cheddar really provides, and it's Cougar Gold. Like, what else should I have to say? That's great.
I couldn't agree more. It is Cougar Gold and it is great.
It is the fountain of youth. If cheese was,
It's the holy grail.
could reverse back my aging, I'm pretty sure this does it.
Oh yeah.
Cougar Gold does it.
Cougar Gold makes me feel young again. I'm still young actually. Cougar Gold, if I could describe it in any way, I would say it's very bright and flavorful. It mixed with that cracker was honestly really good.
It's also very earthy and minerally.
Yeah, very earthy. I'd actually say I got a little bit of a more like fruity or floral taste from that bite. Mmm.
Alright.
Well, that was exquisite. I hope you guys enjoyed the chewing sounds of
In the moment.
cheese. Hey man, cheese makes me a very happy boy.
Yeah, I could, I know.
I was there.
I was there. I can't say that. We have to find something better than Cougar Gold. Alright. I think we're done with that. We can go ahead
Are we done with the gold?
and seal. Yeah, we're done with the gold. I think,
Alright.
the gold is done too.
Yeah, it's nearing the end of its life. We got through a solid chunk of that can.
It's like a dying star, you know. It kinda does a super.
And it still tastes amazing.
Still tastes good, yeah.
Is it Huckleberry Cheddar time?
I think it's that time.
It is that time, folks. It is time for Huckleberry Cheddar.
The cheese exposes itself. Good, give that
What does
a
it
second.
smell like?
Very fruity, of course, but very, you know, it's a cheddar. It smells pretty good. A lot of floral.
Smells like a fruity floral cheddar.
It looks really cool. It's like this purple marble
Yeah,
around it.
it's got a really nice smell. Hold that up to the camera for
Oh yeah, for the
viewers.
viewers at home. By the way, I probably will edit this when I get home
Yeah.
later, and then I can chop it up and maybe we can make a YouTube channel.
The CheeseCast YouTube channel.
Maybe a YouTube channel.
Maybe.
Kind of fun.
That'll be kind of fun.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, this video will be posted somewhere. So
It will be posted
Keep your eyes
somewhere.
out.
Okay. Do you want to have this like with bread and crackers? We kind of have a lot.
I think we should do a
Oh, yeah.
run first.
Naked run first. Let me cut the cheese.
Cutting the cheese. I'm really excited to try this one. I don't know if I've ever had fruit infused cheese before.
Let's do something small. Let's do like
Yeah, make sure you get a nice ripple in there. Oh, it's like the blackberry ripple from the creamery, but it's a cheese instead of an ice cream.
Well, let's see. Okay. We have our pieces.
Should we get the chewing music ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, enjoy.